Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to go on a little quest. We're looking for the perfect version of a tool you probably use for hours every single day, but maybe have never really given a second thought to.
I mean, seriously, think about it. For so many of us, the time we spend clicking away on a keyboard just blows away the time we spend holding a pen. It's one of our most important tools for getting work done, for gaming, for being creative, for pretty much everything.
And like any good tool, whether it's a chef's knife or a paintbrush, the right one can make a world of difference. We're talking about your comfort, your speed, even how much you enjoy what you're doing. So yeah, let's figure out how to find yours.
Consider this explainer your treasure map. We're going to break down the key decisions you'll need to make on your journey to find the perfect one.
Okay, first things first, and honestly, this is the most important choice you're going to make. It all comes down to the feel, and that feeling is determined by the technology that's hidden right underneath the keys.
So you've basically got two main camps here. Most keyboards you find out in the wild are membrane keyboards. They have a single sheet of rubber underneath that gives them a soft, kind of mushy and quiet press. But then you have mechanical keyboards, and these are a whole different beast. Every single key has its own individual mechanical switch, and that opens up a huge range of different feels and sounds.
And these mechanical switches pretty much come in three main flavors. First up, you've got clicky switches, like blues. They give you that classic, loud, super satisfying typewriter clack. Then there are tactile browns. With these, you still feel a noticeable little bump when you press the key, but there's no loud click, which makes them a fantastic all-around choice. And finally, you have linear reds. These are just perfectly smooth. No bump, no click, just a quiet press straight down. They're ideal for gamers or anyone who needs to be fast and stealthy.
And this quote just absolutely nails it. For so many people, the first time they try a clicky switch is that big aha moment. It's when they realize, whoa, this is what a keyboard can be. That sound is often what kicks off their entire journey.
All right, so we've covered the type of feel. Now let's dig a little deeper and talk about the amount of force you actually need to use. This is all about pressure and performance. This is called actuation force, and it's measured in grams. So, for example, a 45-gram switch needs 45 grams of force to register that key press. Now, I know, that sounds like a ridiculously tiny detail, right? But trust me, it has a huge impact on how your typing feels over thousands and thousands of keystrokes.
It's a real trade-off. See, a higher pressure gives you this more substantial, deliberate feel that can actually help reduce typos, but it might also make your fingers a bit tired after a long session. On the flip side, a lower pressure is super light and fast. Your fingers just fly across the keys. The only problem? You might find yourself typing things by accident just by resting your hands on the keyboard.
And yeah, this comment says it all, doesn't it? The crucial point is finding your personal balance. What's the sweet spot for you between speed and accuracy based on how you're using your keyboard day in and day out?
Okay, we've talked about what's going on inside the keyboard. Now let's talk about the outside, the physical layout. And you know, size isn't just about how much space you have on your desk. It's a huge deal for ergonomics.
You're probably used to the classic full-size layout, the one with the number pad and all the keys. But there are a ton of smaller sizes, like the 10-keyless, or TKL, which just chops off the number pad. And then you have even more compact mini layouts that get rid of even more keys to save space. So I know you're thinking, wait a second, why on earth would I want fewer keys? I might need those. It's a fair question, and the answer, surprisingly, is all about comfort.
See, by getting rid of that number pad, a smaller keyboard lets you bring your mouse much closer to the center of your body. That simple change creates a more natural posture and can seriously reduce the strain on your arm and your shoulder over time. It's a game changer for a lot of people.
So once you think your core weapon, the switches, the force, the layout, a whole new world of customization opens up. And let me tell you, this is where the quest can get really, really deep.
This is the rabbit hole. You can swap out your keycaps for different materials, you can lubricate your switches to change their sound, you can add foam to make things quieter, choose custom cables, you can even build a keyboard completely from scratch. The possibilities are pretty much endless.
I mean, this quote really says it all, doesn't it? Researching aerospace-grade lubricant, that tells you how deep this can go. It's a super fun hobby, but it's also really easy to get lost chasing perfection. Which brings us to our final and most crucial point.
So after all of this information, all the talk about switches and sizes and foams, what's the most important thing to take away from all this?
It's this. There is no single best keyboard, period. The goal isn't to find the most expensive one or the one that all the reviewers are raving about online. It's about finding the one that just feels right for you, for your hands, your typing style, and the stuff you do every day.
You know, there's this great story about an enthusiast who tried dozens of high-end custom-built models, and after all that, he rediscovered his old simple membrane keyboard and found that it felt absolutely perfect for him. It's a fantastic reminder that this whole quest is about discovery, not just about acquiring things.
So that's the real question you need to ask yourself. What will your perfect tool feel like? Your journey to find out starts right now. Thanks for watching.